Perfect. Hello, you guys. I look terrible. I do not like the camera or the light or anything. I don't like the position of it. I'm sorry, you guys. Okay, there. Okay. Can you go get my glasses, please? All right, you guys. I'm so sorry. I am late. I just had a class as usual, and I ended 10 minutes before podcast had to start. Um, I did not have an outfit plan because I've literally have had back-to-back classes the whole entire day. And so yeah. um so yeah, I did not have time to get ready, to do nothing whatsoever. I haven't even shared the podcast. I am so sorry about this. I feel so bad. Okay, you guys. Anyway, today's I'm just gonna like share really quick. um oh my goodness, no, should not do this to myself. It's just I had a long day. Um, and I didn't, yeah, yeah, no, it's just been a really stressful day. I did not have time to share anything, nothing. All right, let me just share this. Okay, I shared it on my news feeds. I usually upload like Instagram photo just so my Instagram followers can follow me, babe. Kinder, please. And that's what I'm doing right now, which is basically telling them go to the link on my bio um and yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Give me a second, you guys. I really need to stop giving myself so many hours of work. And you're considering doing classes from 4 a.m. now? Yeah, yeah, I'm considering doing classes at 4 a.m. now for this Chinese, I don't know what it is, website. And they want to hire me. But classes are from 4 a.m. to 9 a.m. and I start work at 9 a.m. and then have my regular day. So it's good money enough for me to consider it. But yeah, okay. Let's get started. Babe, can you find it, the comments there, please? Yes. All right. So, what's today's topic? Can someone tell me what today's topic is? Okay. We totally did not plan this topic literally 2 hours before the podcast. Of course, Yannick didn't have to come up with an idea of what I was going to come and talk about today. We all know this. Okay. So, anyway, where do I start with this? Being positive is tricky. Being positive is hi Steve. Um being positive is very tricky because it's like you can't always force yourself to think positive. Like there are going to be moments in your life that you won't, and I'm that happens a lot to me. But it is very important to change your mindset, to have to really try to think positive in every situation. I don't know if I'm making sense, but basically, you have to imagine your best future. And one of the ways I did it, if you guys haven't watched my YouTube channel, make sure to watch my vision board um, video. It was a hit. And she's going to drink from my water. Uh, anyway, yeah, I created a vision board because, well, a lot of people know my story by now. I got very sick to the point that I was no longer working. I stopped going to school. I was just in a really, really bad state in my life. I lost 99.9% of my friends, and I was pretty much alone most of the time. Um, I watched a famous YouTuber, and she kind of brought hope into me again. I did my dream board. I made this beautiful dream board. Watch the video, and that's how my life changed. At the time I had no money. I wasn't going to school. I was sick. I couldn't even walk. I had to shower sitting down because I didn't have the strength to shower standing up. And I was pretty much very miserable. um so me myself and I by myself, I created this vision board, and most of the things in there came true. And in that vision board, I wrote and put things on there that I wanted. I did not think logically. I did not know how it was going to happen. I didn't honestly think I was going to get better in a year. I didn't know how I was going to get my own apartment. I didn't know if I was going to have the strength to live in Mexico City alone. I didn't know if I was going to go back to school. I didn't have money to buy a new phone, and I wanted an iPhone. And all of those things, most of them came true. And my brother ended up sending me an iPhone XS Max, and in the colored rose gold, which was amazing because I've always wanted a rose gold phone. He also so that was good. I ended up living for some time and independently in this apartment, and it was really really nice with a roommate, and it was nice because I never thought that would happen. Nobody thought that would happen. And one thing, this isn't as big, but I also put a picture of heels on that vision board because I only had two pairs of heels at that time. Now, I have so many shoes and so much clothes that yeah, I pretty much own 99.9% of Yannick's closet now, and Yannick just has this little corner that's to himself. I'm not even lying. That's actually quite true. And it's crazy how I went to from two pair of high heels, black high heels, and I know exactly which ones they were, to now owning now owning mm, more. I think there are more than like 20 pairs. I don't know exactly. It's not a lot compared to what like other rich people, like real rich people have. But compared to my life a year ago, that I went from two heels to now owning like a lot, it's pretty much awesome. What else? There's a lot of things that came true. I wanted a better support network, and I got Yannick and the team. I wanted to find love within myself and find someone that would love me, and I would be the exception and just be just like a fairy tale kind of love. And that's exactly what I got. And so yeah, how did I get here? I have no idea. I actually have no fucking idea. Um, but I can share some tips and habits that I did have. So every night I would go to sleep, and in my mind, I would imagine that life. I would imagine how I felt. I would imagine how happy I was, and just the camera looks kind of weird. It looks like, is it the lighting?
It looks quite good.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks weird on my phone. By the way, you guys, I am wearing a bra. I think on the podcast it kind of looks like I'm not wearing one, but I am. I'm wearing a bralette under. Um Anyway, yeah, I changed my habits before I would go to sleep. I would just think of everything I wanted and how I felt. I didn't think about how I was going to make it there. I didn't think about the money. I didn't think about anything. I really just thought about that thing that I wanted so bad. I wanted to be independent. I wanted to get out of my house. I wanted to make money. Um and honestly, I did. And it's quite incredible how I managed to do that. I got my own apartment. Well, I moved into an apartment by myself, no family members, just roommates. And that was pretty cool. Something no one thought that I was able to do. Um my phone, it's just incredible. Shoes. What else was that? I'm trying to remember what else. The support network that I have. No, get off my pozole. I see you. Sorry, you guys. I was eating. I've been like I said, I've been having back to back classes. I haven't even like eaten anything. It's bad. Um, what else? What else was on that podcast? On that vision? I'm trying to remember because I don't have the picture. Yeah, just watch the video and you guys will know what I'm talking about. Okay, now the next key point is eliminate negativity and unfollow unnecessary people that you don't need in your life. So last week we saw about how to create your, what was it, build your support network. And like I told you guys, you should not tolerate negativity. So I deleted a lot of people and I unfollowed a lot of people from Instagram and from Facebook because they were friends at one point, but now they're not so much. So a lot of friends were deleted. I just don't need the negativity, the comments about my weight, the comments about me thinking I'm better than anybody, and honestly, I didn't need all of that. So I deleted it because like I said in the last podcast, and you guys can go watch it, um how to build your support network. If you stick with those people, you will stay stuck there. One of the ways to get out of the same cycle is to change your friends, change and unfollow and erase these people with negativity. Now, people with negativity, like I say, will want to bring you down or will want you to stay in the same place they are. And I know that sometimes we care about those people a lot. We care about them a lot. We care. I said people. We care about those people a lot, and we don't want to lose them. But if we still have that mindset, we will stay stuck there, and they will drag us down with them. So it's very important to distance yourself and follow positive content. Be around positive people. So my main five people, or my main people that I see every day, are Yannick and the team. And I admire Bere's positivity, which is Yannick's mom. I admire Itzel, which is Yannick's sister, and the guys that are here, our roommates. Like, I admire all this positivity that they have in the way they think and how smart they are. And I know, how can I say this? Now that I'm here, I've been told by a few people that I'm very boring, that I grew up way too fast, that I don't go out to parties, I don't do this, I don't do that. Um, and usually these people are drained and they're still stuck in the college life, in the high school life. Um, if I wouldn't have met, if I would have stayed with the same people that had this mentality of partying, of just being reckless and stuff. Trust me, and I was at a very young age. But it came to a point that I was like, I love money. I really love money, and I love working hard for it as well. Like I said, I had back-to-back classes today. I had one class and another class, and then had to go to an apartment to give a private class, and I love working for my money. I actually really like it. And I don't like hanging around people that don't like to work. I don't like hanging around people that are lazy or complain a lot. I don't. And I do have friends like that, but like I said in the last podcast, make a group of the people that you know are going to be there for the parties, that are going to be there when you want to go out, when you want to have dinner, but also make the group of people your priority. Make the group of people like group 1, which is basically Yannick and his mom and his in the team for me, which are the people that are going to help you grow, the people that are going to help you make money, the people that are going to uplift you, people that are going to be here when things get bad, people that are there for for your um for your really really low moments. And those are the people that should be a priority. Everybody else comes second, but those are the people. Babe, Kit Kat's gonna, like, Kinder, whatever his name is, he's gonna drink from my water. um okay, well, thank you, you dropped my microphone there. Okay. Uh-huh. Anyway, let's keep going. So yeah, really delete these people. So I'm going step by step here. really delete these type of people, and you do not have time or energy to deal with these people because, well, no one has time. All right. Now the next one is challenge yourself. Now this is very important. Oh my goodness. So if you don't challenge yourself, if you're not uncomfortable in a daily basis, they're not doing enough. You have to be uncomfortable all the time as you're growing. And you have to get used to being uncomfortable. You got to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Um I I literally had to come to a city far away from home where I didn't know anybody, 6 hours away, and I would cry sometimes when I was living with my roommate because I just felt so alone and so uncomfortable. I had to learn how to fall asleep without having my mom nearby, or without having my sisters nearby, or without having my cat nearby. I had to learn how to fall asleep by myself. And there were nights that I would fall asleep alone. And for me that's a big one because, well, I've always slept near my sisters, or my sisters and I always had our rooms like very close to each other, next to each other. So I was never really alone. I just opened the door. My sisters had their doors open, and well, I never really felt alone. But I had to learn to be alone and far away from my family, 6 hours away, something that no one thought I was able to do because I was having these panic attacks, these anxious episodes, and no one really thought I was going to do it. And I was uncomfortable. I loved it, but at the same time, I was very uncomfortable. Uh, if I woke up with a panic attack, there was no one there to calm me down. If I needed to eat, I couldn't just ask my mom for food. I had to make myself. If I woke up with anxiety in the morning, I had to get up. I had to get myself up and get myself food because there's no one that was going to do it for me. Um anyways, so yeah, you have to challenge yourself. You really have to make yourself uncomfortable. The next one is facing fears. As usual, I always talk about this. Facing fears is very, very important. I had a phobia of elevators. Took me 10 years to overcome that phobia. Now I live in the 14th floor and my view from my room is incredible of the city. So if you're not facing your fears, you're going to stay stuck there. My next fear is to face the fear of flying in an airplane. I'm claustrophobic, so the fact that I cannot get off the airplane anytime I want, that's what brings me anxiety. Um, so yeah, even when I go on a bus, um, sorry. Even when I go on a bus, I get super, super, super anxious. Because I like I can't get off of the bus. Like when I travel by bus, like I can't tell the driver, "Hey, stop." So, yeah, that's my fear of flying. That's why. And the next one is learn new things. Now, learning new things is important because you're not always going to know everything about life. I feel like I'm going too fast with these things, but you know. Um, why is this stuck? Just click the live button. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. So, yeah, learning new things. You will never stop learning. And that's one thing that I always kept in mind, regardless of if it's like in the education side, like your career or anything, you never stop learning. And in life, you never do. There's some people, and these are the people that stay stuck, that think they know everything about life, think that they've learned everything in life. But honestly, regardless of the age you're in, you always are learning something. And I love learning. I love learning new ways to teach students. I love learning about new places, new cities. I just really love learning. Um and so that's very important, to open yourself up. Me as a teacher, I still feel like I'm a newbie. I never think that I'm better, or just because I have like, sometimes I meet teachers that don't have any experience and they meet me and I have 3 years of experience. I never think I'm better than them. And I never think like, "Oh, they're going to learn from me." No. Quite the opposite. I'm going to learn from them. Um so it's very important to always keep yourself, learning about others, and really keep that open mindset of I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything about life, because if you become a know-it-all, then people are not going to stand you. And honestly, you're shutting doors for yourself. Um Gratitude. Gratitude is really important, because why is it important? I had this like really motivational quote for this, but I totally forgot what I was going to say.
Talk about your family and in your darkest times, you've been very grateful for all the opportunities they've given you. And
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I did have like physical abuse in my family, and because a lot of us have anger issues. And so yeah, but I'm grateful towards them. I'm grateful that they kept me alive. I'm grateful that they got me and they gave me the life that I had. I'm grateful that for everything, honestly. I'm very grateful for the family that I had, and compared to other circumstances, uh I could have been worse. And no, I'm very grateful for them. Yes, there are many bad things, but it's very important to always look at the good things in life, you know? Because if you stay looking at the bad things, then you're just going to make your life miserable. Like like this pandemic. At the beginning of this pandemic, everybody went crazy. Everybody was all like spreading all these false news. Everybody was spreading all this fear. And I argued with a lot of people on the internet, with a lot. And I was telling them, like, okay, instead of focusing on the negative, why don't you focus on the positive? Pollution has reduced. Okay, we are closer to our families. Okay, maybe that's not the same for everybody, but we can't be worrying about everybody and everyone. Um, we have more time to ourselves, and people are going to become creative. And I literally had people saying, like, don't downplay this this illness, like everybody should be freaking out. And I'm like, no, no, because yes, I kept my mask on. I kept updated on what I had to do to protect myself, but I wasn't gonna sit there and think about how many people were dying. I wasn't gonna sit there and think about all the negative this was bringing me. And I might sound like a snob right now, but I've my whole life I have sat here and thought about everybody else's feelings. Everybody else. I have always thought of, oh, maybe if I speak about some certain things, who's going to get hurt? Maybe if I say this comment, who's going to get hurt? Maybe if I do this, who's going to get hurt? For a long time, I sat here and I thought about everybody else's problems and everybody else's feelings and what was happening to everybody else except for myself. And I was like, instead of doing that, why don't I just think about the positive? If I cry at night, if I have panic attacks because of this whole thing, is that going to change anything really? Like, me worrying about this whole situation, is that going to change anything? Is that going to save someone's life? Of course not. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to be out there helping people. So the best thing I can do is focus on myself, focus on me, you know, being careful, wearing my mask, washing my hands, keeping my distance. Focus on that, making myself healthy, drinking my vitamins, um, keeping myself sane, helping my the anxiety, the depression that I have. Really just thinking about myself, because that's the only thing that really I can do. And I had all these people like spreading fear and stuff like that. And I was just like, boo, no. I'm already like going through enough. I don't need this. And regardless of how much I worry, I won't save someone's life. I really won't. So the only thing I can do is take care of myself and protect others. In a way that I wear my mask, like I said. And no, I had someone that I knew that was stuck to the radio, listening to all the COVID news and making herself feel even worse. And I was just all like, no. With that time, you guys know what I did when the COVID hit and when I lost my job. I went looking for a job. Instead of listening to the radio, instead of reading things, instead of doing this and that, I found more ways to grow as a person and to make more money during these times. And thankfully, I'm making more money than ever I've ever made in my whole entire life. My mom, I currently talked to her recently, and she's all like, "You work as if you had 10 children." And it's because I work a lot. Um, but it's because I love what I do. And I'm not gonna sit here and think about everything else that's going wrong in the world, because then I'm just gonna be stuck with everybody else. And that's something that we should focus on, being grateful. I'm grateful for this pandemic because, well, of course, because of the deaths, it's very sad, but I can't do anything to change that. But what I can do is, like I said, be grateful. The fact that pollution is reducing because people are not going out as much. Being at home, like I said, I have more time for myself. I can do yoga, I can exercise. Um, there are a lot of sales right now. If you guys don't know this, if y'all anybody watching this likes Forever 21, I mean, I'm about to like maybe go there tomorrow. I don't know. Everything that already is on sale has an extra 50% off discount. So yeah, you can literally get jeans that were like 500 pesos or something for like 120. Like, it's really that cheap. Like, everything is like 80% off, 90% off. It's crazy. Um anyway, I hope none of y'all live in Mexico City, because I don't want everybody to go and, finish all the clothes. No. I hope y'all live like other states where I doesn't really matter. Um anyway, I'm happy for those sales. I'm happy that I'm literally buying myself clothes cheaper than when I lived in other places. And we live in a very like expensive neighborhood. But I'm getting clothes here for like new jeans for like 120 pesos, and that's awesome. Um, so yeah, it's very, very important. And also connecting with family. I have 8 cousins, and we have never, in a long time, more than a decade, we had never been in the same space, all talking at the same time. And when this pandemic hit, we all made a FaceTime, and we were calling each other, and we were having fun. And we had spent 11 years without doing that. We were always close. We always spent every New Year's, Christmas, Thanksgiving. We were always together until, well, obviously my family got deported, and so we were separated. But this this pandemic brought us together virtually, and it was awesome. And it's not me being heartless and me not caring about other the families that have lost, but I know myself, and there's nothing I can do about it, except wear a mask. Like I keep saying, like, there's really nothing we can do, and we can't stop it. So just really work on yourself, keep yourself safe, keep people around you safe. And that's that's what we have to do. We can't think about all the negative. And see, life is like that too. If you sit there and you think about the negative things, how you're going to make money, what's the next step, you're really just gonna stress yourself out, honestly. Yes, I work hard. I make sure things happen. I work for what I want, but I'm also, mm, I don't. I like to dream big, and sometimes I don't know how I'm gonna get things, but I end up getting things that I'm just so like, oh shit, how did I get it? um, and I like to dream big, and I like to surround myself with positivity and good energy, and just and do yoga and meditation and all of these things, because they really help and they really change your life. The way you see life, your mindset, it's very powerful, and that's how your life is, honestly. Um Also, the next point I wanted to hit is track your progress. You can have like a journal. I have this journal. Do I fill it out every day like I'm supposed to? No. But I do track my progress of things that are going on. For example, a few months ago, I was not able, well, before this pandemic started, I was not able to go to the grocery store. I was not. I learned in this pandemic how to go to the grocery store, and now going to the grocery store is so fun for me. Okay. And I would like, it's good to keep progress of these things in a journal, because that way you know how you're growing. And it's really fun to decorate these journals. Like right now, Halloween, my cover is like literally like little ghosts and stuff and pumpkins. And I actually fucked it up. I don't like it. That's why I haven't filled out my journal, because I don't like it at all. But it's fun. It's fun. um, and so yeah, keep these things. Track your progress. I wish I had my journal right here to show you guys, but I don't. Um,
You want me to look at it?
sure. It should be on my desk in the basket. It's the World Journal. All right. Really, really track your progress, because that really helps. This this I don't know if it's my PJs. I don't know what it is, or if it's the bralette that I'm wearing under, but something is making my back itch. Uh okay. Okay, this is my journal. This is my journal. In this journal, I keep track of, let me see, which one's kind of like a full one that I did. Okay, this is from last October, right? This is from last October. This was really nice. I remember doing this. Um, this is my cover for it. This was a year ago. And then this is my sleeping, tracking my sleep tracker. It's a sleep tracker. And then this is how I feel throughout the day. This is my mental health. The green part feels like I was like amazing, very good. The orange part means I had a panic attack. The yellow is that I had anxiety. Red means, oh my goodness, it was a big panic attack. And then brown is like, holy shit, I had a big, massive panic attack. Okay. I also had a food tracker because I wanted to lose weight. I still want to lose weight. It's incredible how in a year I have not lost weight. I'm kind of upset at myself for that. But hey, I'm surviving COVID. That's all that matters. Um, okay. And then I have my goals. My goals. I also write like little notes to myself of what the month is and how the month is going. This was February. I only did the cover. I didn't even do anything to February. Oh, I did. I actually wrote some things down. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. This is March. I have like little notes here. This is this year. I totally fucked it up. I feel like it does not look good at all. Does it even look on camera? Can you see it on camera? Okay, so this is October. October actually looks really nice. I just don't like the bow. I worked so hard on it. I worked for hours. And then October basically has this, which is how I feel. As you guys can see, I have not filled the rest of the day. Today is the 5th. Yeah, I need to fill that out. But basically, I did like a ghost. This one's better than last year's, and candy and stuff. And I'm also going to add my sleep tracker. And then I just write positive notes to myself. Oh, now I know why I was transparent, because usually I write positive notes on this side. Okay. Anyway, that's what I do to keep track of how I feel, my emotions, and panic attacks. Um, so yeah, and this has lasted a year, like, and I still have another year to go. Literally, I can, I can do this year, and I probably have some of next year in this. So yeah, I love that little notebook. Um. Anyways, let's keep going. Oh, don't compete with others and compare yourself with others. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired, you guys. I'm so sorry. But don't compete with others. That one's big because, man, when I got sick, I lost 2 years of university, and I was too embarrassed to go to the faculty because a lot of my friends were in the dental faculty, and I just didn't want to show up there and be a first year student when my friends were third year students. And I was so embarrassed, and I didn't want to go because I compared myself to them, because I was supposed to be a third year student, not a first year student. And I compared my life to a lot of people. Before, when I was 6 months stuck in my room, I deleted a lot of people because I hated seeing people that were happy. I hated seeing that most of the people were in college having fun, doing fundraisers, doing all these fun things, and I was stuck at home sick. And I hated that so much. So I deleted a lot of people. Um and now I try not to compare myself to others. I try not to do that. I try to think about what I'm doing, how I'm managing life, and I'm just competing with myself. I'm no longer competing with anybody of, oh, how much is this person making and how much am I making? No. I'm competing with myself from a year ago of how much money I was making a year ago. A year ago I was working 10 hours a day, 10 and a half hours, 10 hours and 30 minutes. And I was only making how much? It was 8,000 pesos a month. And it was crazy amount of hours. Now I'm making more than that for half of those hours. I'm even making way more than, probably making, yeah, way more than that for half of the amount of hours. So I really am competing with myself. And man, I have so many things. I had just realized how how much I work. Oh my goodness. But yes, you guys, don't compare yourself to others because that will make you feel miserable. Trust me. I have experience with that. I love to make myself miserable. Um so yeah, let's move on to the next one. Growth builds confidence. Sorry, I have like everything like Yannick wrote everything down on the board for me. Growing and really focusing on yourself grows confidence. My job, for example, I came in, I did not have a clue. I know, like, I've always been very fluent in English and I've always been very smart, but that doesn't mean you can't teach. So I came in there. I was the youngest. I was just like, I was very small. I was 20 years old. I came in there and I was like, what am I doing? But growing as a person, like growing in my job, now I'm the most confident teacher I could ever be. Like, I literally get thrown into these courses, and sometimes I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm confident because I know and I've been practicing, and I believe in myself, and I grow every single day. I grow in every aspect of my life, and I try to grow every single day. And so growing brings a lot of confidence. It really, really does. So educating yourself, educating, uh, getting educated with your job, getting educated with your mental health, getting educated with the people around you. All of that is going to make you feel confident. And yeah, it's just like, yeah, yeah. So make sure to grow and never stop growing. I believe that as human beings, we never stop growing or never stop learning. And I've accepted that since like a long time ago. And I know for the rest of my life, I'm going to be learning something every single day. And that's quite exciting, actually. um, and then the last key point is find inspiring people. Like I mentioned in my last podcast, it's very important for you to build your, what was it? Support network. It's very important to build your support network around people, with people that inspire you. I had to let go of a lot of people, but I had to find people that wanted the same life as I wanted, that were hardworking as much as I was. For people that some said something and had results, for people that believed in me and had patience. Patience is key in a person. It really, really is. And there's a lot of people that I met throughout the way that didn't have patience, and I can't deal with those people. Really, I can't, because patience in life is key. It really, really is. Working hard and patience is really key. And surrounding myself by people that were very inspiring. For example, Itzel, sometimes I feel like I want to die. And Yannick does a good job of reminding me, hey, remember Itzel. And Itzel is like an inspiration for me because of my mental health. And and she's the reason sometimes I get out of a panic attack, because I know that I can do this and someday I'll be normal again. And even though that seems quite impossible, but I will. And so you just have to hold on to the little piece of hope that you have, or to the that's why you have to surround yourself with people that inspire you. Because if you're just surrounded by people that are just not bringing anything to your life, like I said, you're going to be stuck in the same place. So for me, finding positivity in dark places, I can find little things. I can find little things. Um, Let me try to give you guys an example. I don't know. Um, when I got sick, the two times that I got sick, I, instead of trying to only focus on the bad, I said, okay, I met my true friends. I met my true friends, and I realized that just because they're family doesn't mean that they care. So I learned that I shouldn't waste my time with certain people. I learned who was in the group of friends that I just, see for fun, but I know that won't be there. And I have that group of people, and I realized are what people are my priority. And so that helped me a lot to find my priorities in life, and who I should, you know, give my energy and my attention to. And I learned a lot about myself. I learned about what I wanted in life and what I didn't. I realized how powerful I was, and that I wasn't what other people had told me my whole entire life. I realized that my dreams can come true regardless if they seem quite impossible. They can come true. So, really, with just hope and changing to a positive mindset with little things, just little habits, little by little by little by little, one step at a time, you will get there. And trust me, I'm still like, I'm not even halfway there. I'm not. There are days I doubt myself. There are days I hate myself. There are days I feel like I can't do it anymore. There are days that I tell Yannick I want to die. I no longer want to live like this. But I keep fighting, and I'm still here. And some days just keeping myself alive is more than enough. Um so yeah, really surround yourself with people that inspire you, because you will, like, how do I say this? Contagiar?
They will rub off on you.
Yeah, they will rub off on you. Like, they will, that happiness, that positive feeling, all of that will rub off on you, and that's good. Instead of hanging out with people that, don't really contribute anything. Um Hang out with people that are working towards their dreams. Like I say, hang out with the nerds. Cuz they got their shit together, most of them right now. Most of them got their shit together right now. Hang out with the nerds, because they will inspire you. I was never part of the nerd group in school, never. But really, hang out with these people that want to learn, that don't think that they're perfect, that are down to earth, instead of hanging out with these people that are stuck up and think that they know everything about it, life. And really, regardless of their family, regardless if you've been friends with someone 10 years, 20 years, cut them off if they're not bringing either a shitload of money, happiness, or peace in your life. And if they're bringing a shitload of money, make sure you don't dedicate a lot of time to them, because, you know, they can also drain you. But always remember that. And Yannick, for me, Yannick is my priority. He's my number one. And of course, I'm before him, but he's laughing right now. But he's my priority, because he's here with my panic attacks. He could be working, and if I tell him, babe, it's a panic attack and it's a big one, he gets off his computer and he rubs my back for 5 minutes until I feel better. And see, those are the people that matter. And you can get these people if you really look for them. You could really change your life completely with the people that you hang out with, really, and the people that you dedicate and see on a daily basis. I'm not saying, don't go out to party. Of course, I don't like going to party, honestly. I could be making money with that time that I'm out partying. But and I really don't like parties. I really get anxiety with a lot of people and the music, and I don't like parties. Unless I'm the one controlling the party and I'm controlling the music, then yes. But I cannot be in a place where I don't like the music. I just can't. I don't know why. It's a trigger for me. It's an anxiety trigger. So so I like to throw parties of my own, like birthday parties or Halloween parties, which we're gonna have this year, a small little Halloween party. And I like to be in charge. So that's why, other people parties kind of get me anxious. So yeah, really surround yourself with inspiring people, really change your environment and really focus on the positive things. Even if the world seems like it's going to shit right now. But if I would have sat there like a lot of people were doing, thinking about all the negative things and thinking about like everything that was going bad in the world, I would have stayed stuck there and my mental health would have been worse. But instead, I was like, I'm going to think in the positive things and how can I make money during this time?
I know people criticized you.
Oh,
Like your first instinct with the pandemic was not watching much news and just focusing on you and what you
yeah.
control. And a lot of people thought you were crazy for that, but it kept you focused and on track.
Yeah, a lot of people criticize me for that.
But
And
they can't hear me, so just
oh, a lot of people criticizes me on that of unfollowing and not watching the news a lot and not keep myself updated and not taking it seriously. Of course I was taking it seriously. I just my brain, if I let my brain go into something negative, I will stay stuck there. And I knew there was no good into looking at all this negative thing. Of course I took it seriously, but no, 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 no. If I'm there focusing on all the negative, I'm gonna stay stuck there. And I got criticized a lot. People were calling me delusional and they were just saying, like, you live in another world. But the truth is, imagine all the time I would have wasted worrying about something I can't change. Like, seriously. And right now, yes, I do worry. I worry that I might get this virus. I'm worried about what's going to happen if one of us gets it and then affects everybody else. Yes, of course, I'm worried. But that doesn't stop me from making money. What do? I every night I clean the things, the surfaces that we touch the most. I Lysol the elevator. I'm like a crazy person. I clean all the doorknobs. I do what I can. I honestly do what I can. I make sure all of us wear masks. I make sure that all of us have masks. And right now I'm going to go buy some like medical masks because we need some, but I make sure I can do what it takes to feel at peace and to keep everybody in this apartment safe. And but I can't be worrying about this day and night because then I won't be like I wouldn't be making the money that I am right now. And money isn't everything, but like I mean, every like the amount that I'm paying or dedicating to worrying, I could be doing yoga or meditation or making myself, I don't know, cutting my hair, dyeing my hair, poking my eyebrow. No, doing something productive, something that really is gonna make me look better, feel better, or gonna let me go to the Forever 21 and buy a bunch of stuff that I don't need.
you also sometimes do makeup even though you're locked inside just to feel pretty.
Yeah, I do my makeup a lot here in the house. Every once in a while, I do my makeup and I just walk around with a full face makeup because that makes me feel pretty. But like I said, you guys, we really it's really about thinking positive, inspiring, finding people that inspire you, changing your mindset with little steps at a time, and changing your environment. That's a big one, changing your environment because you can't grow in a place where there are people that bring you down on the daily basis. And that could be family, that could be friends. You can't grow there. So really you have to change all these things completely in order for you to grow. Anything else you want?
You talk about all the things you've tried and experimented and never given up, and baby steps like YouTube, the podcast, video games,
Yeah, I've
always
tried.
looking for new things.
I mean,
To keep your mind in a positive space.
I've tried a lot of things to keep me in a positive state. Like Yannick is saying, I've tried YouTube, gaming, TikTok, Facebook Lives. I'm all over the place because I am finally with people that don't judge me, and I could care less about what everybody else says because y'all not paying my the rent. So I could really care less about everybody being like, "Oh my gosh, she's a wannabe influencer." Like, just like, girl, how much are you making? So people that are actually successful don't judge you.
That's a good point.
That is every single person that I've met that is successful in life and that is happy and making a lot of money. The first thing that they tell me, they're like, do everything. Really, do everything. Go out there and do everything. And every single person that has judged me and be like, oh, you're a wannabe influencer, or you're gonna end up like this in life, or that and that. I'm just like, girl, how much are you making? What are you doing with your life? Have you looked into your relationship with your partner? Like, how's life going for you? Like that ese dicho, todo bien en casa. Because a happy person, a successful person, doesn't bring other people down. And that's something to really remember because there are gonna be a lot. Don't trust me. I get hate messages every single day. Like you want to be this, or you think you're pretty and you're not pretty at all. No one thinks that you're pretty. Stop acting like you're pretty. I get like hate messages every single day. But I always tell myself, someone that's happy and successful gives you good advice and tells you to never give up and try everything. And that's what I always keep in mind. And that's how I filter the comments. Like hate comments on Facebook, hate messages on Facebook. I'm like, boo, you're hiding behind the screen. So why is this even relevant? Um and so I mean, keep that in mind. People that are successful, people that are this and that won't crush your dreams. They won't criticize your dreams. They will give you advice so you don't make the same mistakes that they did, and they will try to help you, but they won't criticize you to the point to make you feel bad. They won't talk shit to you. And I have a comment. uh, every one of the points you mentioned are so important. And actually, something I found out lately is that changing environment is sometimes changing your dreams or paradigm paradigms of what success is and celebrating even small. Oh yes, celebrate small things. Um, I always celebrate small things. Like last podcast, we celebrated with going to sushi after the podcast. This time, tomorrow maybe. I'm not, you know, Yannick, if Yannick wants to take me, I might go to the mall. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure, but maybe. Um,
You're celebrating like shopping or having a good meal.
yeah, my celebrating is that. I love shopping. I love buying things I don't need. Um, but, or sometimes just having a movie night with Yannick is more than enough. Or playing video games or something. So yeah, celebrating the little things, working your ass off because really that's how you're gonna get through things and really keep yourself really push yourself a lot, make your uh like really have a lot of discipline. Discipline is hard, and I'm still working on it. It's fucking hard. But we start with little things, like for example, this afternoon I had class. I had a 1 hour break and I decided to lay in bed. So I had clothes in the dryer that I needed to fold. And I was there and I was just like, oh, I have to get up. I don't want to get up, but I have to do this before my next class. And then I was just like, I need to get up and I need to practice discipline. So it took every single ounce of strength that I had to get up and fold that clothes, to get up and make the bed, to get up and clean the room. And I still haven't finished, but I got up, which was good. And so it starts with little things. It really does. It starts with maybe just cleaning your desk that day. Maybe the next day cleaning your desk and the kitchen, or your room, cleaning your room, making your bed. It really starts with little things, honestly. Okay. Anything else? So sorry, you guys. I had such a long day. I love making this podcast because everything is super comfortable and I love being here, but oh my goodness, am I tired.
One other thing to mention is sometimes uh, the change you want to see takes time, and you've already mentioned
Oh, yeah.
patience, but understand that sometimes inaction is actually action, but it's a passive action, and you preparing yourself mentally.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
the 6 months you locked in didn't go productive, but then you came out in a sprint. For example, your YouTube channel in the beginning was like it's still a work in progress. In the beginning, you couldn't do anything. Now you've gotten to filming yourself and editing yourself, and little by little, you gain more confidence to take more steps. And they
Yeah.
learning.
Yeah, definitely. You have to be patient. What you want, like Yannick said, what you want won't come exactly in the time that you want it to come. When I got sick, like Yana said, I was stuck 6 months in my room. And for a lot of people, that was not productive. For a lot of people, were like, you need to get out there, you need to do something. But those 6 months, I was meditating. I was thinking about what I wanted in life. I was fighting demons every single day. I still am. And I was preparing myself for what I was gonna do as soon as I started going out, and I was really just healing myself and thinking only about myself. I was pretty selfish, but that's the only way that I got through it. And I locked myself up 6 months. I only saw family. The few friends that stayed, those were the few friends that I saw, which were like three or four, and my family. And I just surrounded myself with peace and love, and and I really just sat there 6 months not doing anything. I didn't go to school. I didn't do anything. I didn't date. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. And but really I was just preparing myself for when I was ready to go out. And as soon as I went out, literally my life changed within 3 months, I think. Within um I'm still working on discipline, as discipline turned out so traumatic. Traumatic?
Yeah.
For me. Yeah, yeah. Discipline is very hard. And if it brings traumas when you're being disciplined, that's even harder. For me, I have that as well. That's why discipline is very hard for me because it's very traumatic as well. But baby steps. We don't have to get the you don't have to do everything in one day. All of my life, I had the obligation to be productive since I was a little kid. So when I got to choose by myself, I chose to stop being disciplined. But because I was confused, disciplined, weird, being cruel to myself. Yes, I had that too. Yes, I have that too. I was disciplined, but by hurting myself, by not eating, by really listening to Anna, by being anorexic and controlling every single thing around me, controlling my size, controlling what I was eating. Being disciplined in that aspect was very dangerous, and now being disciplined in a caring and loving way, like Begonia says, is fucking hard. It's hard. It really is hard. Um, so yeah, we really need to really take time to learn about ourselves, and it's beautiful because we have that time now. We have that time to really learn about ourselves, to really see what we want in life and what people to buy. Like right now I'm getting this job offer from China, right? And I was gonna take it, but the guy is just so, he has a fucking attitude like, I don't need you. Like, I don't care if you come into my team or not. And I've had so many jobs that I've been treated so like it's so shitty that I no longer tolerate when a boss talks to me like that. Like, if you talk to me as if you could care less and you can replace me, boo, go ahead. Go ahead. I've been treated so bad by my bosses to the point that I have gotten sick and had a seizure during class because of how sick I was. Like, I've been treated so badly. Like, I no longer have time or energy for that. And this job, like I was telling Yannick, I want to take it. It's good money. Like, it's good. But I told him about this guy's attitude. And I'm like, he's just talking to me as I could care less. And I need you to tell me now, do you want the job or not? Because I can get someone else. And honestly, go get that other person. Like, go get that person. So really value yourself. Value yourself. If someone is being rude to you, and in this, especially when it comes to jobs, my goodness, there's so many bosses out there that, oh my goodness. Thankfully, Yannick is not like that, but There's a lot of bosses out there that will crush you because they will make you feel like they can replace you. Boo, boo, go replace me. I know my value and I know why there's a lot of people paying me a lot of money every month for me to teach their children. I do not need you, you need me. And as much of a snob that I sound, but thankfully, thanks to that mindset, I'm no longer stepped on. I am no longer stepped on a job. Thanks to that mindset, I'm making more money than ever because I value myself and I value my job now. And that's very important to value yourself around people, and know your value and know that they can't be treating you like that. Really, really become the most snobby people stuck up person there is because very value yourself. Don't settle for anything else.
And have empathy with yourself.
And have empathy with yourself. Yeah, like Yannick says, have empathy with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Grow and be kind to yourself. And I sound like such a hypocrite because for me it's very hard to do that. but I've come so far, and I like these podcasts because throughout the whole day I'm always like doing a lot of things, and when I sit down here and I talk to you guys, I really really come back down to earth, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe I have my own podcast. I can't believe I'm willing to help people, and I have an amazing boyfriend, and that helps me set the cameras, has everything ready for me, and is really here for me. So it's incredible. You guys remind me of my progress that sometimes I tend to forget because I always push myself and I push myself as like a lot, and I feel like nothing I do for myself is ever enough. And you guys really bring me down to earth and remind me like, hey, look at all the progress. And reading all these things, I've tried not so hard not to cry because looking back at how I was and now, it's really like an incredible improvement that I tend to forget most of the time. So yeah. Anything else? I am exhausted. I am super exhausted, you guys. But thank you so much for being here. I really hope this topic really helped you guys, and take these steps one by one and apply them to your life, and trust me, you will have changes, wonderful changes in life. And yeah, why are you laughing?
If I can make a comment, like it would be funny if I were full bus because I work in personal development.
Yeah, yeah, it would be funny. No, but Yannick is one of the most down to earth people I know. Sometimes I have to remind him that he's the boss, because sometimes he's too earthly. So I have to remind him sometimes. But he's he's honestly one of the kindest people I know. And thanks to him, I realized, you know, I do not have time or patience to be someone's second choice. So if you want me for a job, value me. If you think you can replace me, go ahead. You know, I can go find another job. And I always have, to the point that I literally get jobs handed to me, and I have people calling me like, hey, we want you for this, we want you for that. And I no longer like, when my career started, I no longer I it's very rare. Here, obviously, when I got here to the city, I had to go to interviews, and when I got out of my job that literally kept me there for 10 hours, I obviously had to go to interviews because I didn't know anybody. But as soon as I put myself out there and I was like giving classes, I was recommended to other people, and I didn't even have to do I didn't even have to, what are those things called? Present a sample class. I didn't have to do an interview. I was just like, hey, do you want to work for my school? Yes. Okay, you start tomorrow. And it's quite awesome, and I'm super blessed for that. And I always try to stay humble for that. But it's very important to know that when you value yourself, you will get these opportunities. You will no longer bring or attract the negative bosses. And that's very important when it comes to your jobs, when it comes to dating, when it comes to friends. You will attract the people that you want to attract if you value yourself. I wish I had made half the progress you have in your life. Don't worry. I would be more scared if if I had never woken up. So it's important that you are waking up and you are being like, okay, this is the progress I want, and you can do it, because there are people that never really get into this point of their life, and they're very old and they still never want to really improve in this area, and I would be more scared of that. Honestly. um so anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm getting super super tired, but I will see you guys next Monday, and I would try to drink a matcha or something. Ooh, speaking of that, I want some Krispy Kreme donuts. um yeah, I would try to eat something to boost my energy up next time. But thank you guys so so much. Really follow these steps. Like I said, they will change your life. They changed my life. I mean, yeah, it's incredible just looking around everything that's around me right now. It's honestly awesome. So stay safe. uh that's the attitude. You go, girl. Stay safe, do exercise, do yoga, meditate, love yourself. um One quick tip that you can do tonight, maybe to pamper yourself even when you don't have anything to pamper yourself about. But maybe tonight, uh do your hair a little bit before bed. Maybe do a little bit of clean your face, wash your face, rub your feet for 2 minutes. Something, do something to pamper yourself. And before you go to bed, even if you don't feel it in your heart, even if you don't feel it tonight, really go to bed, lay there, and tell yourself, "Thank you, thank you for keeping up with my crazy mind. Thank you for being here." Well, really, I don't have a choice. You're yourself. You have to be there. But 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 really thank yourself for everything that you've survived, for everything that you have accomplished, and thank yourself for even just being here in the podcast. As much as I love people watching me, but um, for making a step and improving yourself, for wanting and having the curiosity to learn about self-development, to making that effort, because there are people that go through their whole lives without making a single effort, without changing their mindset, and that's quite scary. So really thank yourself that you're here, and that we're always on time. We always have time, regardless of what age we are in. We always have time, and be thankful with yourself. Like I said, even if you don't feel it, just say thank you. And if you have reasons to feel grateful, name them, and only stick to that until you fall asleep. And trust me, that's gonna help you change a lot your mindset. You can start with those little things. So, anyway, that's going to be your guys' homework. I'm a teacher. I've left everybody homework today. So, have a beautiful, beautiful evening. I hope you guys enjoyed this podcast. Make sure you share with your friends and family, because that will make my watch hours go up on YouTube.
And subscribe.
Yes, and subscribe and watch my vision board video to know what I'm talking about, because a vision board is like the number one step. It is like the number one step to changing your mindset, making a vision board. So go ahead and watch that video. If you're new here, make sure to watch my other podcasts. And I will see you guys next Monday. And I promise I will be, you know what? No, I'm not even going to promise, because half of the time I'm always running late. So, yeah, you guys, thank you so much for being here. And I will see you